Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to the Fragrant Bunker. Essentially, Dacob is the place to be where we talk about perfumes and all things fragrances and scents. And today we're going to be talking about futuristic fragrances. New biotech unlocks scents that have never been sniffed. This is reported by edition CNN.com. Now, isn't this something fascinating? This is a really old article though. But interesting, perfumery has always been an intricate science. Much more effort goes into capturing a scent than those outside the industry might imagine, so they say. Let's get into it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And you can also join me on Patreon, superdacob all spelled together, to gain access to extra perks. Thank you to my patrons who have already pledged. This video is being filmed live in front of a live virtual audience. I live stream every Saturday on my main Super Dacob channel, where I also pre-record all of these videos that then end up also on my perfume channel. Thank you to all my co-chatters for being there with me. Can we smell extinct flora and fauna now? Maybe. So over the last 2 decades, chemists have used innovative new technology to add an even larger array of scents to the perfumer's palette, enabling them to create fragrances that have never been smelled before. For thousands of years, scents came directly from nature. Resins were collected from trees and burned as offerings to the gods. Aromatic flowers and herbs were steeped in oils to release their fragrance before being blended and worn. After steam distillation, the process of boiling petals and leaves and cooling the evaporated oil was perfected in the 11th century. Little changed about the way perfumes were made until the Industrial Revolution of the Victorian Age. Then chemists began isolating and synthesizing the aromatic chemical compounds present in nature that perfumers loved, such as vanillin, the smell of vanilla. These isolates allowed perfumers to break from what was strictly found in nature and create entirely new scents. Many enduring perfumes from the last century contain an overdose of a newly available raw material. Independent French perfumer Stéphanie Bacouche said, "Oh, she's French? All right, let me reread this paragraph in the French way. Many enduring perfumes from the last century contain an overdose of a newly available raw material." Perfumers like Ernest Beau, who created Chanel No. 5, famed for its unprecedented dose of aldehydes, and Edmond Rudnitska, who enlivened Eau Sauvage with a dose of Hédion, were pioneers. Now, scent reimagined. In the 1980s, Fragrance House International Flavors and Fragrances, IFF, we've heard that name before, invented a new way to capture the volatile molecules of virtually any scented object, dubbed headspace technology. It completely changed the industry. Headspace acts like a camera that takes a snapshot of the components of a scent, whether sublime or obscure, and allows them to be recreated in a laboratory. From the smell of a temple, incense, leather, and warm stone, to the aroma at the top of a skyscraper, ozone, glass, metal, and concrete. Even a rose in zero gravity aboard a space shuttle, fresher, sweeter, and more metallic. Headspace has captured them all. Shiseido used the space rose analysis, apparently an entirely unique smell, to create its perfume called Zen. Headspace technology has also helped make Frédéric Malle's floral fragrances among the most beautiful and realistic on the market. One of his most popular fragrances, Carnal Flower, is made using 3 different headspace analysis. He said, "The scent of the tuberose flower changes during a 24-hour period." Malle, founder of Éditions de Parfum, explained, "It is common sense." Nature made complete. IFF's Laboratoire Monique Remy developed another innovative process while working on the Rose Essentielle scent. Just as boiling vegetables for too long can result in lost nutrients, Distillation loses some of the best parts of a smell to the water and can often damage the resulting oil. The three-step process behind Roses Essentielles aims to prevent this and combines hydrodistillation with steam stripping, capturing scent molecules from the remaining water, to offer a more complete, realistic, and fresh extract compared to traditional rose essences. CO2 extraction also aims to capture as much of the scent as possible from a natural material. This technology uses carbon dioxide, which turns to a liquid at high pressure and passes it over the natural material to extract all the scent components without damaging them. CO2 extracts express nature like no other extract, says Bakush. They offer some facets that don't exist in essential oils or absolutes, where the molecules are damaged or burned away. The high cost of these raw materials limits their use in fragrances so as not to drive up the cost to consumers, but to perfumers the aroma is worth the cost. Black currant CO2 is popping up everywhere, from niche fragrances like Miller Harris Rose Silence to Armani's blockbuster C, adds Bakush. And the iris is breathtakingly beautiful. Then we got genetic facsimiles. Some of the most exciting new scent materials are a result of biotechnology. Scientists can now genetically alter yeasts so that instead of fermenting sugar into alcohol, they produce fragrant compounds that replicate natural and artificial flavors and smells. Clearwood, an award-winning compound created by scientists at fragrance house Firmenich, for example, can be used as a replacement for patchouli due to its similar chemical composition. Vital to perfumers, patchouli is used to scent everything from laundry powders to exclusive perfumes. But a combination of crop shortages and deforestation has restricted supply and caused the price of the oil to skyrocket. Although clearwood misses some of the forest floor character of the natural oil, it can be used as a sustainable replacement for patchouli that prevents the cost of the natural oil shortage from being passed on to consumers. The future of fragrance? How will future fragrances be composed? The next innovation might not be in capturing scent, but rather in delivering it. Alpha Labs in London, for example, are attempting to develop technology that digitally creates odors from ambient molecules in the air. We first have to prove it is possible to faithfully replicate a small palette of essentials and absolutes, says co-founder Oscar Speer. For the perfumer, it would mean composing fragrances on a digital organ with digital molecules. It might sound a little bit like the food replicators from Star Trek, but it would hardly be perfume's first technological revolution. Synthetic is the future, Jizza says. Yeah. And we're already in that future. We already are in that future right now. And I do believe that, and again, this article is from around 2017. So imagine since 2017 how much further we've gotten and how much we've left natural behind us. Nature is less and less present. I wonder, however, if this vision, given the circumstances of the lockdown that we're going through and that kind of shift in our perception of how we perceive nature, I wonder if someone out there that's doing perfumes is also kind of contemplating a more kind of a return to natural approach to perfume making as well. I would be interested in that, although I'm not saying that I'm against the whole digital revolution, synthetic revolution in perfumery. But I do miss the natural. Yeah, NJ Fred also says, I already miss the real natural stuff. I miss it too. Because the real natural stuff, to be honest with you, I mean, the genetically modified seeds and beans and meats and everything we're eating, that's already not the natural stuff that we know or that our ancestors knew, from before the era of Monsanto and all that stuff. So I wonder what is, I wonder if we even know anymore the flavors of natural foods the smells of natural plants, because even the plants that we're smelling that we think are natural in nature, well, they've also been genetically modified decades ago already. So even natural, I suppose, isn't really natural anymore. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And until next time, thumb up this video, subscribe to my channel. Never forget to never give up on fragrant love. Love you all. See you soon. Take care. Bye.